I'm going to start by asking you a question, a deep question. Who do you care most about in this world? Right now, there will be people come into your mind who you think are the most important. But you know what the real answer is if we were to just put all that fluff aside? The answer is you. You care about you more than anybody else in this world. Your earache, your nosebleed is 10 times more important than any other fucking war going on across the world. And you may say, no, I put others first. And you probably do. You're probably right when you say that. But deep down, why do you do that? Because it makes you feel good. Because it makes you have that release of dopamine knowing that you supported for that person, you were the fucking daddy in that situation. And that is why you do it. And rightly so. Keep doing those things. Keep flying that flag. It is a fucking brilliant thing that you do that. But just know, it is still an addictive drug that we still want to get that hit from. And everybody wins in that situation. I'm not saying this is bad. But why I bring this up on a lecture on willpower is, if you care about you most in this world, then why would you be an absolute asshole to your future self? Here you go, future me. You can be fat and sad because I want cake today. I don't want to suffer today. I don't want to be hungry. I don't want to lose body fat. I want cake today. You pay the price for it further on down the line. Here you go, future me. You can be broke and have no money because I want the Mercedes on finance. You pay for it, in fact. You pay for it. Thank you for paying for it for me. I want it today. You pay later on down the line. Do you see how a series of actions driven by your desires are what will fuck over future you? We all want a happy, healthy life of freedom. Yet we fuck over future me just to get a hit today. So if we're being honest with ourselves, we could stop being a pussy and we could suffer today for a better tomorrow. And this concept, when I really look back, thankfully, it was ingrained in me from a young age of being 17. I discovered this concept when I went through basic training to join the paras to become a paratrooper. And that was 6 months of suffering, of sleeping in fucking wood blocks, camming up my fucking face, getting pissed on, doing this, that and the other. But at the end of it, I got to wear their fucking cap badge, their maroon machine, get their tattoo ingrained into my skin and be part of a brotherhood for life. Because I suffered for 6 months and then the results at the end were fucking drastic. And this will be the same for you. Whatever it is that you are struggling with willpower against, the thing that you are trying to achieve is always more better than what it is you have now. Otherwise, why would you even set the goal in the first place? So this video, I want us to discuss my psychotic practice that will kill your desires for something. And this is, when I need to get over something, this is how I go about it. You see, people will tell you, clear the cupboards, delete the app, out of sight, out of mind. And that is a fucking weak ass approach if you want to kill a desire. Because as soon as you are faced in front of that thing that you've been hiding from, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to fold like a fucking deck chair and you're going to indulge in it and go, oh no, it was put in front of me. The reason it was put in front of you because you never actually trained the muscle of willpower to look at that thing in the face and then watch it go away. What you fear in life, you will attract, and what you look at will go away. So this approach isn't going to be normal, but at the end of the day, do we want to be fucking normal people anyway? You see, the practice is, whatever the thing is for you, it might be an app on your phone that you click on, and when you click on it, you get certain thoughts and then you do certain actions. It might just be some specific piece of food, some chocolate bar, some savory treat, whatever the fuck it is. You're going to go and buy it and you're going to put it somewhere that you are going to see each and every day, on your kitchen counter, on your work desk, I don't care, whatever it is. Put it in front of your face and you're going to look at it like a fucking psycho and you're going to stare at it, and every day you do so and every day you do not indulge in the thing that you're trying to avoid, guess what happens? The same thing that happens in the gym. You stressed the muscle, in this case, willpower being the muscle. You then get some adaptation from it. You go away from it, sleep and recover, and you got a bit better. In this instance, you got a little bit more confidence about your own self-discipline, knowing that you won't indulge on that thing again. And guess what you do? The same again the next day, and you keep repeating the process until you look at that piece of object, whatever the fuck it is, and think, how did this thing have so much power over me? Some pathetic piece of sugar. How on earth did this have that sort of power over me? And you'll laugh, but at least you will have killed that fucking desire. The next thing we need to discuss is what your hot triggers are. It may be a certain location that triggers you, it may be certain people, or it may be a certain event. For example, if you're with a certain group of people, you end up doing drugs, but you don't want to do drugs. Or you go with a certain people, they all like to drink, you're into health and fitness, but what happens? You end up drinking, or you end up eating shit food. And it's not their fault, it's your fault, because that's who they are, and it's not their fault that they make you that person, it's your fault that you are that person because of them. And then what it really comes down to is, how much do I value being with them versus how much happiness will achieving the thing I'm trying to achieve actually bring to my life? Because if the answer is I bring more happiness being with the people than the thing I'm trying to achieve, fuck the thing you're trying to achieve off and enjoy life and be happy with them. But I guarantee that's probably not the right answer. The right answer is probably achieving the thing will be more valuable to you because you don't like the person you become when you're with these types of people or you're in that certain location. I don't know where. It could be like when you go on holiday to like some random location and you just turn into an absolute fucking pest or something, whatever it is, or the event that you go to and it just turns you into like an absolute reprobate of a human being. You don't like who you become when you're in that situation. So you have to weigh up what is worth more. You only get one life and time is short anyway, and it's the only thing that is constantly, even as you watch this video, the seconds of your life are literally disintegrating in front of you. So do not be lavish with your time. Be very, very fucking scarce with it and put it into what it is you actually deem will bring you happiness. Because that's what, I know it may seem aggressive in this video, but all I really want is for you to walk away, be able to achieve something and feel a little bit of happiness. That would actually make me quite happy knowing that happened. So the next thing I'll say is when you feel stressed or overwhelmed, I realize that is a thing that gets people. When they feel stressed or they're overwhelmed, they'll do something, they'll eat a certain food or they'll do a certain act. But if you just zoom out for a second, when that event is happening to you, let's say somebody has inflicted stress within your life, you're now going to punish yourself. You're now going to inflict harm on yourself because someone else put stress on you. When I say it like that, how fucking weak does that sound? It's insane to think that like someone would put stress on me. So because of that, I'm going to punish myself. I'm going to eat that crap food. I'm going to watch that thing I shouldn't really watch. Like, if anything, we should think, fuck you, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to go after what it is I wanted. This little thing will not get in the way. Now, I appreciate this is a concept and it's not tangible. So one thing I will say that is tangible is when you get stressed, it's the same as when we stress a muscle, don't we? We stress the muscle in the gym, we put tension on it. There is tension now in the muscle. You need to release the tension. Obviously, when you, in the gym, you stop the exercise, that releases tension, and obviously you sleep and grow from it. In a stress, mental, cognitive fashion, that would look like you need to get rid of that tension. And honestly, it may sound gay or whatever, but the best way to do that is to just walk and talk to yourself. Like, I do that all the time, and it basically just arranges my thoughts into a way that helps me, and stress gets flushed out. Like, walking is probably the most underrated thing when it comes to actually getting rid of stress. Try it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, fair enough. But we'll get into actionable steps from this video. So this is what you can do as an actionable step. You've had the concept. So when you're going about your normal daily life, you're thinking of your future self in mind. When you are faced with challenges, you're thinking, what would future me benefit from? Why would Why would I suffer now for future me tomorrow, essentially? Write down what are your hot triggers. You will have specific ones specific to you. Write them down and just at least be aware of them. And then have the mindset, is the thing going to bring me more happiness than what the hot trigger, or, you know, is the goal I'm trying to achieve going to bring me more happiness than what the hot trigger does in that very given moment? And then lastly, the psychotic way of getting over something that is triggering you. Buy the thing, put it in front of your face, look at it every day, apply progressive overload until you laugh at yourself for being controlled by that one given thing. I hope this video was useful. I hope this gave you an insight into stomping out willpower, keeping adherence to your diet, and not looking like any of the photos that you can see on the screen in front of you. See you tomorrow.